Scorpio, how you doing? Welcome to the Astroflower family reading, going from the 30th of October through to the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. There was a thing about Guy Fawkes Night here in the UK about the 5th of November. Did you enjoy the live? Happy birthday, by the way, to all of you having your birthday between 30th and the 5th of November. Did you enjoy the live? I hope you did. There's going to be another one coming out on Sunday about the monthly, the collective, and All Signs timestamped, which you could have well seen on Wednesday. And that's going to be, we're going to be going into that. We're going to be going into that, on Sunday. Yes, where you can ask questions about the monthly according to your sign and according to the cards that came out, basically. Let's just see what's going on for you on this week. I hope you have a lovely reading. There's definite fire and passion coming into your life and the relationship side. And I think it's across the board. I don't necessarily think that it's like as a one-to-one thing at the moment. One-to-one thing at the moment. But I think there's a lot of things that's bringing you into connecting with the world that is around you. But there is something that we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, actually. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. Something that you've got to walk away from. And I think this is the opportunity to test that theory. A painful thing in the past that you can finally get this opportunity to let go within your present day. You might have let go with it within you as on an emotional level or on a personal level, and now it's time to let go of it within life, within the world that is around you. It seems to be quite sort of like sure for you on this sort of side. On your financial side, there is it's should we say teething problems? I think that's what we were talking about. And that could well be what it's like for the starting of the winter period. If you saw your birthday reading, if you haven't seen your birthday reading, if you didn't see your birthday reading, you may not have got so much out of the life. But I think there's work to be done here. There's work to be done. It may have this sort of you have to invest to accumulate. You have to invest. And if you're not, I think the overall energy may be sort of lacking in the fire that it may be bringing you. But you've answered to your calling and you're getting down to doing that work. And I think it's like anything. Say like I wanted to be a painter. I've got to paint those tableaus, those paintings, before I can see the rewards from it. And there was something, so you have to do the work before you get the results, as it were. And I think this is now it's asking you to dig deep here in the work front for you more than anything else. We got the overall energies that is the Knight of Wands. Very beautiful energy, very vibrant. It's exploring in a rhythmical fashion. It's securing your life around you. Seems to be quite a bit of movement more than anything else as well. And there could be a lot of movement in your life on your relationship side, but also on your financial side. There's moving from one place to another. I think there's a lot that we can see on your sort of relationship side more than anything else. With this sort of passion is leading you and opening you up to something. I think on your relationship side, on the karmic mission, you've got the Justice card. So you've got this just desserts. This is what I was talking about, sort of like something that I think you've dealt with it within you. Within your soul, within your spirit, I think you've dealt with it. And we'll see here, and I think this is what this Justice card is all about. And now you have to put it to the test within the world around you. So this could be a case of sort of saying, let's just say you've been through a really bad relationship in the past, and you've dealt with your bad side as much as their bad side, because we all have bad sides. I have a really bad side. It's just that I'm just too nice. Nah, I'm only joking. No, we all have bad sides, right? Okay, so we really have bad sides. So yeah, it's just putting that out there, recognizing it and kind of go, okay, I'll deal with that. I've dealt with that, and now I'm going to put it out there in life Yeah, so you're talking to someone, you're sort of saying, oh yeah, when you were in that relationship with that person, how did, then it was difficult, and you can turn around and sort of say, yeah, I did this wrong, shouldn't have done that, I don't think. And being honest with yourself and being honest with the outside world, so you can just clear your backlog. Just clear the crap out of your life that you just don't need, that's stopping you from going forward. And I think this is where you're going to get this justice and bringing harmony back into your life. The universe wants to bring in those beautiful energies of connecting with other people. And I think this is a case of just saying how, saying what it is, calling a dog, as it were, within your life. Within the social environment that is around you, within the connection to your friends. It could be even your neighbours, your community, your friends, your family, even your partnership, whatever it is. It's connecting to them so you can allow yourself to physically let go of something that we were talking about sort of 2 or 3 weeks ago. You might be able to remind everybody in the comments there when exactly it was. And you've been planning this. This is coming from your autumn period, so the 3 months before your birthday. You've had the possibilities. Everything is, you've got the world at your fingertips here. And you've been planning this, I think, or, approaching life sort of saying, now this is the new step that needs to come into my life. That's the thing you're going to be physically letting go of. It's the Ten of Swords. It's within your presence, within the moment, within this situation. So there may be something that comes up this week that sort of like provokes that sort of painful past sort of scenario. And this is where I think you've got this opportunity to lay that to rest. Physically within your life. Well, not just emotionally within your spirit and self-assessment and everything like that, but physically within your life. And when you do, this is the beautiful thing about it. This is when you can literally just walk away and walk towards the sun. That's what that is there. There's an eclipse as well. And I think this could well be to do with that lunar eclipse as well, where it's connecting the crown chakra to the heart chakra. You'll see more about that. I was going to do a reading on this channel, but I'm more into the energies of that eclipse more than anything else. And I think you'll be able to find sort of like information regarding that on CYMATIC TV, which is linked in the description below. So it's walking away from that, basically. That's what you're walking away from. It's going to be, and I think it's a really good thing. And I think it's within the physical world that you're walking away from it. Any sort of disappointments in the past. Let's just have a look on your financial side, what's going on. On your karmic mission here, it's got the 5 of Pentacles. Is it your karmic, is it your karmic path to sort of lose money or feel shut out or, have money loss? No, I don't think so. I think this is where your karma is sort of saying to you, you've got to invest in life. When you do invest in life, that's the funny thing. If let's just say I wanted to become a tennis player, because obviously I'm a young, spruce young man and I could make a tennis career at this time in my life, but I wanted to be a tennis player. I've got to put it out there, and I've probably got to lose a lot of matches before I become a professional tennis player. And I think this is what's playing into you at the moment. I think your karmic message here is sort of saying, you've got to invest before you get the returns. And this is a very winter scenario. You've got snow on the ground there and everything like that. And what comes after your birthday season? What comes after your birthday is your winter period. So then you've got 3 months of planting those seeds, preparing, because the ground is all sort of like preparing the earth in order to plant those seeds and everything like that. You've got to put a lot of work in order to get the returns. The universe here is sort of saying, so you've got this 5 of Cups here. And you've got 2 5s. It's a transitional moment for you. I was just seeing if there's another 5 on the table. There's not, but you've got 2 5s here that are coming in from your karmic path and your connection to the universe. I think the universe is sort of saying here, cast out the old here and embrace the new. Any disappointments that you might have had in the past, don't allow them to come into your life, or don't entertain them too much, because they will take hold in your life, and that's what you'll be focusing on. And I don't think it's a good thing for you to focus on, because in the past you have been, and I say this again, I think you've done enormous amounts of work this year. I've seen in your readings, going back to Christmas last year, for the last sort of 10, 11 months, you've really been putting in some good hard work and hours within your karmic path and within you as a spirit. And I think this is what's led you to this moment here, where now you realise what you want out of life and what you should be living. Now is the time to invest in it. And you're not frightened of hard work here, Scorpio. You've got this Seven of Pentacles, sorry. You're nurturing this future. And I think this comes down to this investment. And I think this is where you have patience. You know, in some areas in life, I know a lot of Scorpios, in some areas in life, you don't have patience. You don't have time to deal with people that are just kind of going, oh, I'm not going to run around the houses for this, you know. But there is things that you would kind of go, no, I think that's worth working on. And I think that's what's got to do with that karmic path there, that you have brought you to this stage to nurture your future. And as you gradually nurture your future, you're going to have these healthy boundaries in place, which is going to, if you imagine it, it's like you're climbing a mountain to your goals. Yeah, you're climbing a mountain, so you've got base camp, and then you've got like the next camp up. And this is what I think this card is all about. I think once you start putting in the work and start investing in your life, it provides healthy boundaries, so it stops you from going back down the mountain, basically. And I think you're going to get a very clear vision about how this hard work that you seem to be putting in is actually going to be paying off for you. But it's sometimes a little bit tricky, and I've seen this with a lot of signs. I certainly had it in my birthday, because the year cycle starts on the 21st of December for me. That's New Year for the world. It's not New Year for me as an individual. New Year for me is my birthday. But New Year for the world is 21st of December in the Northern Hemisphere. And I would say the 21st of June in the Southern Hemisphere. And that ties into the sort of like the seasons and how the energy fluctuates between the North and South. But I've noticed this year, certainly from my birthday season, there was great opportunities, but putting it all into place was just a little bit tricky. And I think it's the same, and I've seen this with most people as well in their star signs. So when they come through the birthday season, it's just a little bit tricky how to put everything into place. So the more that you can actually nurture, the better you're going to get the results out of it. Okay, so yes, don't forget about that live on Sunday with the collective, in which you can ask loads of questions. And we're going to be doing more lives on this channel here and giving more back to basically the people who are subscribing and supporting this channel. With the Knight of Wands, you get the Magician card. Yeah, I think with this beautiful, vibrant energy that's coming into you, it's sort of saying to you, now you need to let go of, this is on your relationship side, just let go of things so you free yourself up physically, materialistically within the world of your relationships in order to create something completely new with this vibration that's coming through into your life. And you have the capacity to quite literally just clear out a load of old stuff that you don't need, that is within you, because it's dead, done and dusted with. Yeah, this Justice here we go. It's Justice. You get the Ace of Swords. I think this is when you're gonna realize the victory that you are going to obtain from this, where you can finally walk away physically from a situation in the past which is causing you pain, basically, difficulties. And I almost feels like it was holding you back in the past. And now physically you're over it. Yeah, this is it. You got the Six of Cups with the Three of Cups here. The universe is bringing in that sort of like social aspect of it all. It's basically when you're letting go of that physical side of things. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, there is obviously a lot of people that you've connected to in the past that you should still be connected to in the future. But there is certain relationships, I think, that have just been detrimental to you, that now physically you've got an opportunity to let go of that. and open the door to a future that is much more bright and a much more in line with what you are. And yeah, you've been planning this. You've been gradually orchestrating this within your life to get rid of that stuff that's holding you back. And so you've got this planning with the world at your fingertips. And the Hierophant card is where you are just, you know, the steps you need to take in order to get to your dreams, your perfect connection with someone else. And it's now trying to put it into place. And when you try and put it into place in the physical world, that comes to the surface. And this is where you've got an opportunity of going forward and noticing something, kind of going, what's that doing there? That's from the past. Don't need that. That causes me pain. I can get rid of that. How's that going to be got rid of? No. You got the Empress card. Did you get the Empress card, anyone? No. You got the Empress card. This is giving birth to something new. I think this is what's going to put pay to all the things that were holding you back in the past here. It's all about the lunar eclipse as well. It's combining your crown chakra with your heart chakra. So combining your consciousness with your heart. So you can actually then start opening up and starting something new, giving birth to a new relationship, basically, that comes from within inside you. And as you do that, as you walk away from that sort of situation that physically does need to be dealt with, as you walk away from that sort of situation in the future, you are going to be building a lot of confidence within you, a lot of confidence about the pathway that you're on, the connections that you're making with people. Yeah, there may be like this one here that's trying to burst your bubble. I think that's what that ties in with that Ten of Swords. I just think there's someone in your life that just needs to be let go of. And you don't need to tell them to go away. You just need to walk towards your life, basically. That's what it seems like. Because no one really wants any conflict, really. And I think this would be a best way for you to deal with it. With the Five of Pentacles, you get the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's your investment in your future is your passion. And I think this ties in with that Knight of Wands there as well. You can really create something going forward after your birthday season because you apply your passions into life. The investment that you need to make in your career or your business and so forth is in alignment with your passion. Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Yeah, I think there is something to be said that's kind of saying, I put in the good hard work here, and I'm a bit disappointed in the returns of what you've had out of life. And I think this because maybe you spent a lot of time in the long-term past, and I think this is what the universe is bringing forth as a lesson on your karmic path, is how you've been concentrated on a lot of other people. And now it's a case where you should be concentrating on you and the hard work that you put into life, that you get the returns a bit from, rather than relying on other people to recognise your hard work for you to then get the returns. I think now is a case for you to get the returns because of the hard work that you've put into it. This karmic path, or this righteous path, or this soul connection you have with what you walk on this earth, yeah, there's healing from it. Okay, fine, fair enough. I think you've realised over the last sort of 5-6 months, basically, what you should be doing. And now sometimes it can be a bit of a shock. It could mean that you need to change job, you need to change where you live, or there's a lot of things that you need to change, that you need to invest in maybe. And now I think you're getting to the stage where, because you recognise what you should be doing as a soul on this planet, it's now making you feel good about it. It's also making you feel disappointed that you might have wasted so much time in the past. You might have been disappointed the fact that you've invested a lot of your time and effort into the world, and you didn't get the returns as much as you thought you were going to get. and that may cause a little bit of disappointment for you. Well, both of these cards want to come out. With these Seven of Pentacles, here we go, the Seven of Pentacles, what you're nurturing for your future, what you're investing into your future at the moment, you've got to see as an investment. You've got to see things differently. You've got to see the fact that, you know, for every dollar you put in, you're not necessarily going to get the benefits straight away. You're going to, you know, but that dollar will grow into a tree that's going to be eventually, or that pound that grows into a tree where you're going to get a lot of benefits from it, because seeing things in a different way and nurturing your own personal success, which is really important. It's not egotistical as well, Scorpio. It's not a bad thing to actually want your own success. It's just a case of, you know, it's whether you accord yourself that success. I think that's really important. Once you start sort of realizing that it's okay for you to have success, then that's when you can let go of that disappointment of the past and get over that healing sort of thing. Look at that, talk about accumulative. Those healthy boundaries there is maybe it's putting into place sort of like stopping you from slipping back down that mountain, as I say. But at the same time, it will also help you to realise that you've been carrying too much on this journey. And this is the moment where you can, I think in the next couple of weeks, you can just let go of a lot of things that weren't bringing in any results, that were just causing that sort of disappointment within your life. And all of a sudden, this is the sort of thing that you can let go on. And you're gradually creating a brand new you, basically. A whole brand new you as you manifest your future in a very, very beautiful way. Yeah, there you go, Scorpio. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, I will see you on Sunday for the live, according to the monthlies as well. In the meantime, thank you for all your support. All I can say is, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.